unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.
Good evening. Welcome to Rockland High School. My name is Phil Spears, and I'm the principal of this school. I would like to make a few introductions before we begin our ceremony. First, our superintendent, Kevin Brown. Assistant Superintendent Paul Karras. Director of Human Resources David Pope. And our trustees have joined us this evening also. First, Camille Maven, President. Brett Story, Vice President. Ginny Weitzel, clerk. Michelle Nunn, member. And Mark Forbes, member. Also on the stage at this time is the senior counselor, Helene Carr. Momentarily, we will be joined by Steve James, assistant principal, Mark Douglas, assistant principal, John Thompson, student activities director, and the two senior class advisors, Stephanie Areno and John Kirk. As we begin our ceremony, we hope that you will enjoy the festivities and honor our graduates and this ceremony as it should be. At this time, I would ask that you please stand in honor as we welcome the Color Guard, the Junior Honor Guard, Rockland High School teachers, and the class of 2000.
Miss Andrea Keegan, who will be singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce this ASB President, Russell Andrews. Andrew, wait for the flags to get set. Come on. I was once advised speeches should be like a girl's skirt, long enough to cover the subject, but short enough to keep it interesting. Good advice from a wise man. Hopefully I can follow it. Now, I'm a selfish person. Well, not really. But this is my graduation, so I decided to center my speech around things that I like, namely The Simpsons and Super Smash Brothers. Now, actually my speech is based around quotations and poetry, so here it is. As I look out tonight, friends, brothers, a quote comes to mind. Actually, a lot of quotes. And they really didn't come to mind. I had to look them up earlier. But they're appropriate for the occasion. A favorite Macintosh commercial of mine went something like this. Here's to the misfits, the rebels, because the people who are crazy enough to think that they can change the world are the ones who do. William Wallace summarizes what many of us will be thinking in a moment from now when we receive our diplomas. Freedom! And from someone who has vanished into the depths of anonymity, we receive this pearl of wisdom. I always thought, looking back on the times I cried, I would laugh. But I never knew, looking back on the times I laughed, would make me cry. Robert Louis Stevenson once wrote, "So long as we are loved by others, I should say that we are almost indispensable, and no man is useless while he has a friend." Friends, you are what has made the time here at Rockland High both fulfilling and enjoyable. Though we now part to go our separate ways, you will always be with me. And finally, to all the graduates, I'd like to wish upon you the Wanderer's blessing, or something like that. I'm not really sure. I looked it up on the internet. May the road rise to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sunshine warm upon your face and the rain fall soft on your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. In closing, I'd like to read you a poem. I wrote it myself, so I'd appreciate a standing ovation when I'm through. Even if you don't like it that much, it gives you a good chance to stretch, so it's a win-win situation. Anyway, here it goes. 4 years ago, a tempest swept down on Little Rockland, a quaint, friendly town. Silver lightning, blue clouds, earth-shaking thunder, mighty and proud, tearing asunder. The old and the new, the beginning and end. A new world created from this phenomenal rend. Torrential rain lashed down like tears. Rolling thunder, the laughter of years. Flashes of lightning, our path shining strong, and gusting wind whirling us along. Now it's the time of the millennial class. Sadly, we must watch the storm pass on. Like a lightning bolt hurled, the class of 2000 storms into the world. Thank you. And now it's my privilege to introduce Lita Wolasek to give a hopefully more inspirational speech.
I don't know if I can top that one, but here we go. Yes, as most of you already know, high school is a difficult road. One filled with questions, confusion, fear, stress, and often tears. But it is also filled with some of the happiest times of our lives. There are so many highs and lows in high school, it's often hard to keep up. There's the excitement of homecomings, junior prom, senior ball. There's also the fights and the breakups with your date of homecoming, junior prom, and senior ball. There are the frantic times when we stay awake until 4 in the morning just to finish that English project. But then there's the reward of actually getting a decent grade on the same project. We have so many emotions and experiences during high school. It's amazing. It's meant to be like this, though, because without this time, we would not be the people who we are today. We would not be sitting here this evening. High school has given us the opportunity to change. I'm certain that if every one of us could look back on our childhood and see who we are today, the difference would be indescribable. However, we have not made this change without struggle. We've all encountered hardship sometime in our life at Rockland High School. But somehow we've made it through these obstacles because now we are graduating. As our class motto states, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Our high school life is now ending, and the rest of our life is just beginning. Hopefully, as we're leaving now, we will all take something with us, something that has given us the inspiration to overcome our struggles. That's something which has given us the drive to accomplish all that we have so far. This inspiration can be very different for each of us. Some may find motivation in money or success, but I find it in those around me. Throughout high school, we've met many people, and many have played a huge part in our lives. Teachers, family, friends, everyone has made a difference. As I look around tonight, I truly see the faces of those who have inspired me. I'm sure we all do. Whether it be our loving family, or our best friend who is always there, or an acquaintance that can always be counted on for a smile, or an energetic teacher who really cares what grade we get in their class. These are the people who have made an impact. They've helped us to grow and prepare for our future in the new millennium. Not only do I find incentive from people, but I also find it in the opportunities we are given. While looking at many other high schools, cities, states, or even countries, I realize just how fortunate we all are. How lucky we are to have such a beautiful campus with so many resources. If those with much less can achieve greatness, why should we be allowed any excuses? It is our responsibility to ourselves to use what we have to accomplish our goals. We are the class of 2000, and I know we are capable of anything. I would like to wish everyone lives of success and peace, but above all, I wish everyone happiness. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, the senior ensemble singing "I Will Remember You."
Just go ahead and leave it there, buddy. It's good to go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, giving the senior class history, please welcome Miss Allison McElhatton.
Each friend represents a world in us, a world possibly not born until they arrive, and it is only by this meeting that a new world is born. This quote from Aeneas Nin completely explains our experiences from childhood to adulthood thus far. Through all the friends we've made throughout our life, we've changed and grown. Each encounter with a new person opened a whole new world of experiences, emotions, and changes. For most, elementary school was the same people and the same events. So when junior high hit, it was a shocker. There's new people, new freedom, and new fun. There was a whole new world of teepee wars, slumber parties, truth or dare, athletics, and of course the dances. We started to get a first-hand experience of the social life, gossip, girl drama, homework, and responsibility. Though the junior high teachers swear they were preparing us for high school, we weren't. Nothing could have prepared us for how huge and vast the world of high school was. There was more people, clubs, activities, and options of food at lunch that nobody thought possible. But before we knew what happened, we were caught up in homecoming week. We put hours into our float of Wizard of Oz. We swore it was going to win, but it was probably the ugliest float that has ever been built at Rockland High School. And it got a well-deserved last place. Gabe Shumway and Crystal Padilla started the tradition of going all out during our Spirit Week dress-up days, which they're able to keep up all 4 years. We never got sick of seeing Gabe's plastic bare butt and tight blue outfit, which left nothing to the imagination. The halftime shows were always awesome, but as a freshman, it was a magical experience, complete with a helicopter, a royal court, dancing, and fireworks. The dance the next night was, for many, our first opportunity to go out on a real date. As freshmen, we began to get a feel for what we wanted to be involved in, whether it be athletics, student government, drama, Friday Night Live, or any other club. Since our parents had to drive us anywhere we wanted to go, our social life centered around school events. Freshman year was all about discovering what doors are open to us and what worlds we wanted to belong in. By sophomore year, we thought that we were old pros of the whole high school thing. We were too cool to participate in rallies and spirit weeks, and we got last place in the float competition again. Okay. By sophomore year, we thought that we were old pros of the whole high school thing. We were too cool to participate in rallies and spirit weeks, and we got last place in the float competition again. We were all ready to get our license and be cool like the juniors and seniors. The highlights of the year was when our basketball team made it to sections and played at Arco Arena. The Rowdy Rooters were like no other Rooters in the SFL, and they began a tradition of full-on Rowdy team support that hopefully will always be here at Rockland High School. The social life of sophomores still centered around school. Some of us were able to not only get our license, but a car too. Those people became instantly popular. We thought it was so cool to drive around Rockland looking for cars with one headlight or water ballooning innocent people walking down the street. Of course, we couldn't forget Russell and Marshall's parties. Parties that they've had since we can remember, and parties that will always to this day remain good, clean fun. By junior year, most of us had our license and more freedom, and therefore more trouble than we knew what to do with. There were whole new worlds of excitement and experiences that it was almost overwhelming. I think the dumbest things that parents did junior year was go out of town. Because whether you know about it or not, kids took full advantage of an open house. Not only was an open house taken advantage of, but a car as well. Sarah Lewis got pulled over by a helicopter in a big white Bronco, which is now known as the OJ getaway. A group of boys was charged with grand theft for stealing construction cones and putting them in the back of their truck and trying to place them around somebody's house. You would think that doing drive-by tomato and water ballooning runs and teepeeing would get old. Instead, it just got more fun and creative. The older you got, the more fun truth or dare became as well. No more kissing. It's tradition on the last night of float making that everybody spend the night at my house. Let me tell you, by 3 in the morning we had seen Gabe Shumway do a full moon run and Keith Kaiser try and do a similar thing, but he realized that he can't take off his pants and run at the same time because it is inevitable that you will do a rolling fall. We should have won the float competition with our theme of Viva Las Vegas. We figured that since the llamas didn't work in the winning the competition last year, that our showgirls would definitely win it for us if all else fails. But it didn't work. Junior year was a period when you started to figure out what world you wanted to belong in. The experiences that we had as juniors drew our core group of friends together, as well as make so many good and bad memories together. None of us will ever forget junior prom, for it truly was a wonderful night. Of course, there was our senior sunrise that never happened because the cops came. All in all, junior year was a time of figuring out who we are and settling into that person. I now look back on our senior year and seriously wonder how we survived, both mentally and physically. We now know who we are, and we're ready all year to be independent. We took full advantage of our driver's license and freedom, as some of us took weekday Reno runs that our parents never knew about. We figured that Correctives was a perfect day to go to San Francisco, or any other place other than school, but we had to master the art of escaping, which sometimes resorted in hiding in the back of somebody's trunk. None of us will ever forget the arguments between the boys and the girls, as the R Mob blatantly created the manhood articles and made sure the girls knew exactly what it was and their arrogant reasoning behind it. The R Mob made high school life exciting as they created Dillon's Beach traditions, a fort, 2 in fact, and a soccer and softball team which we all enjoyed hearing about and watching. We all experienced camping, four-wheeling fiascos, clubbing at the 18 and overnights, or for some of us, just clubbing, long days to the lake with our friends, and lots of partying. You know there's something funny going on when girls are invited to go to a guy's 18th birthday party at 10 p.m., yet the guys are all there at 8. Come on now, this is our senior year, which is the excuse that we gave our parents time and time again as we tried to worm our way out of trouble. We finally won the float competition with our sword and the stone theme, and all had fun staying up all night on the last night ever of float competition. We had fun talking and keeping the juniors' cars and just all being together for the last time. As seniors, we were at the ultimate level of competition in our athletics. With that level of competition comes a high risk of injury. Some of the most serious happened to our stars. Kay Costello, Lacey Brown, Kara Scheitland, Sam Burgess, and Tommy Priestley all suffered major knee injuries. But they all kept positive attitudes and lost nothing. In Tommy's case, regardless of his inability to dance, he still got the girls, at least all the underclassmen. None of us can forget cheering on our sports teams, for at times the atmosphere got pretty intense. It got especially exciting when the opposing team's fans follow us to our Jack in the Box hangout, and the cops have to be called. Oh my God, and the rest of my speech is somewhere else. You know the rest? Oh my God. Okay. Not only did athletics have an impact on us, but other activities as well. We watched as outgoing people like April O'Connell, Dallas Pugh, and Nikki Williams, DJ Anderson, Chris Sedui, and so many more used their talents in drama, where they worked their way through the years to eventually starring and performing in so many awesome productions, both musical and dramatic. Many people decided to put leadership skills to use by joining student government. For a few like Sarah Diamond and Jennifer Napoli, they were in student government for all 4 years of Rockland High School and helped put on activities that made Rockland High School such a fun and exciting place to go to school. One of the most memorable events put on by the student government was the Senior Ball. It took place at the very old and beautiful Capitol Plaza Halls in downtown Sacramento, and the Victorian ambiance was complete with flying bats, a great old smell, and floors that shook when you danced. It was truly a magical night as we all realized how close graduation was and what that meant. The toast set off the cheers as we clung to our friends, wishing that we could live out our senior year all over again, just without the schoolwork. We danced and cried the night away as the DJ tortured us with 3 tear-jerking slow songs at the very end of the dance. We all thought about the theme, will you remember me? I will remember you. We realized that now was the time to take full advantage of our last weeks as seniors, so we left the dance and partied. Whether it was at a hotel or at a friend's house, whether we were good or bad, we all came out of that night with memories that we'll keep close to our heart. From that day on, we gained a new appreciation for our friends. Our parents barely ever saw us as we tried to spend every waking moment with them, whether it be camping at Dillon's Beach, clubbing, going to San Francisco, Rollins Lake, or just hanging out and enjoying each other's company. The moment when we will all all be going our own separate ways is readily approaching, and for some of us, that moment is now. Through all that we've been through as a class, I have a confidence that we will be successful, for we have learned the essentials to surviving in the outside world. For after a while, you learn the subtle difference between holding a hand and chaining a soul. And you learn that love doesn't mean leaning and company doesn't mean security. And you learn that kisses aren't contracts and presents aren't promises. And you begin to accept your defeats with your head up and your eyes open, with the grace of an adult, not the grief of a child. And you learn to build all your roads on today because tomorrow's ground is too uncertain for plans. After a while, you learn that even sunshine burns if you get too much. So plant your own garden and decorate your own soul instead of waiting for someone to bring you flowers. And you learn that you really can endure, that you really are strong, and you really do have worth. Congratulations, class of 2000. It has truly been a very memorable and exciting 4 years, and I think it's safe to say that we truly have had the time of our lives.
Hello, we are the Class of 2000 Advisors. I'm John Kirk.
And I'm Stephanie Areno. We are here to present the Class of 2000 valedictorians.
Jeremy West. Matt Patterson.
Lita Wolosik. Brianna Williams.
Jennifer Knox. Matt Litola.
Adam Loomis. And the number 2 student, Jessica Smith.
And finally, the number 1 student, David Bennett. Welcome David as he presents the valedictorian speech.
A lot of people out there. Don't look up there. Wow. Good evening, class of 2000. Today is Friday, June 2nd, our graduation day. As we remember the last 4 years of our lives, our memories are filled with great times and lots of fun. And then school casts its shadow on our soccer tournaments and weekend beach getaways. But even though a lot of us don't realize it, this place has been the training grounds for the real world since we walked in here as oblivious freshmen. In making the transition from pond scum to campus kings, we've had to solve many problems and pass several evaluations in order to ensure that we don't screw up in the real world. Sometimes it was a task in itself to balance schoolwork, sports, and activities, and still leave time for a social life. We've all had that crazy week when we glanced down at our planner, only to see a multitude of assignments and responsibilities competing for our attention. Power project, speaker forum, personal finance project, math test, golf match, band concert, and that's just Monday. We've had tests and essays and mile runs, but those are things we've already forgotten. We learned much more important things, like how to cut in the lunch line without getting caught, and how, as frequent visitors to the clearinghouse will tell you, the old saying really is true. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. We also discovered how to work well with all different types of people and how and when to lead or follow. This last lesson will serve us well as we merge into this fast-paced reality known as life. Any good leader knows how to lead, but a great leader knows when. Teachers dished out some pretty burly group projects and had us delegate, rather than dividing up the work themselves. It was hard for some students to be directed by another student, but that was exactly the lesson learned over time. And this is just one of the intangibles that will guide our professional lives. I think we have also been prepared to work in diverse and challenging situations. Whether it's overcoming personality clashes in group projects or learning to perform under a controversial grading system. I'm not there yet, but I doubt that the real world has ideal working conditions every day. They're the brown nosers, the determined ones, the slackers. We've dealt with all these at Rockland High School. So when we find these folks in the future, we'll be able to deal with them appropriately and move on after doing a stellar job. Now that we've been given these excellent tools of success, I hope that we can put them into practice as we go our separate ways. The world's view of Rockland High School is now seen through us. So let's blow everyone away with our dashing good looks, irresistible charm, and sharp wit. Let's make our presence known wherever we may end up. The world awaits, so let's go get it.
And now, please welcome and enjoy the Rockland High School Jazz Band as they give us a rendition of What Is Hip.
It's nice to be standing before you this evening to have a few words with you before I present the class. We have something in common this evening. We're both ending our lives at Rockland High School in education as it would be. The only difference is it's taken me 31 years and it's taken these folks 4. And I'm sure we share some of the same feelings on this nice evening. The joy of the friendships that we've had during these past years at Rockland High School, and the sadness that we'll have in missing those. The relief that we feel over our experience in school when it was stressful and hard, and the apprehension that we are going to be not knowing what the future is going to bring to us. Also a sense of fulfillment, and these seniors should feel that way, as I do, in that you've accomplished many of the things that you set out to do. Yet you have a feeling of emptiness for tomorrow. But I think most of all, as I look at the seniors here, and my friends, the teachers sitting out in front of me, I think we share a pride for a job well done. And I mean that. It was a team effort. And it began with the teachers that sit before me this evening and my counselors that I look down and see right now. They have been something special for this community and for me and for these students. For the school district that had the faith and the fortitude to be there with us, to take us to where we are today, whether that was at the district level, our school board, or our sister schools throughout this community. And the students. The students here this evening for me represent 25 years of graduating classes. And they also represent the spirit of Rockland High School as it should be. And last, myself personally, I've been honored and privileged and proud to serve our community and to be here. It has been a special ride since that summer of '92 when I first arrived. A fantastic 8 years that will live in my heart forever and is shared by my wife Susie, who gets to sit by me this evening, sitting right over here. For the moms and dads, for just a moment, I'd like to take you back to 1982 and pretend that these seats are empty up here and that you're sitting there holding that bundle of joy 17 years ago right now. Think about that, Mom and Dad. Then I want you to remember the time, young people and parents, that you became 5 years old and you headed off to kindergarten for the first time, and there was that first teacher with that beautiful smile on his or her face to greet you. And that person was so wonderful to you. And then there was the nice, neat clothes that Mom put you in or Dad put you in that morning each day as you went to school. And that first school bus ride, and that special lunch pail that took that awful peanut butter sandwich. But it didn't stop there. As you entered your elementary years and you moved on to the excitement of grades 1 through 6, there would be times you're in the classroom, "Teacher, let me answer the question, please call on me, I want to answer." Or it may have been for the teacher, "Anything that you could do for me, I will do. In fact, I will come over and spend all Saturday cleaning your classroom if you would like me to." And we always wanted to have the best gift for your teacher. Then there was grades 7 and 8, which we can't say much about. You know what I mean, don't you, Mom and Dad? But then there was high school. 4 years ago, when you entered this campus. And you're in the classroom, and the teachers there, and I hope he tries to call on me. There's no way I'm answering any questions. And not only were you not willing to clean the room, you may not even be willing to pick up your own litter at lunchtime. And there was one thing that we can all say: I was cool. Then there's today, and as we look back on today as seniors, and for myself as well in many instances, the memories may be something like the test that I aced and didn't expect to do so, winning the big game that was so important to me, my first date, for some of you, my true friendships that I have made, my favorite teacher, and of course, your favorite principal. But more than all of those things, I think it's the traditions that are now established at this great high school. And I think it really took hold when these young people were freshmen and the first class was graduating. They were the first group that were here with a full school, grades 9 through 12, and they have made a difference. And most notably, I think today, as I did some research over the past week and today, it's amazing for me to tell you one statistic that I think says it all. That we have high academic standards at Rockland High School. We're proud of them, and we're not going back to something different than that. And this group is the proof. There are 316 seniors sitting before you this evening with an average grade point average of 3.11 for the class. And I can state to you that I signed their diplomas feeling very proud that they have mastered the content of Rockland High School, each and every one of them. They brought to our school a full accreditation with no exceptions. They performed in 40 sports. They performed in dances, theater, music, and art. Our ROTC program brought pride to our school. Our leadership program is a model for those around us, and an award-winning yearbook, and academic competitions second to none. They can read, they can write, they can solve problems, they can compute, and they can communicate. And everyone here today, as you graduates look out in front of you, are very proud of what you have accomplished. But as you go forward, you do have the necessary academic tools to reach the most modest of goals. But I would like you to continue to foster the ability to live successfully with other human beings. Demonstrate respect for others. Appreciate the importance of humor. Handle adversity and conflict with maturity. Have a positive attitude about yourself by giving to others. Be trustworthy and honest in your life. Promote self-control with yourself and be responsible. Thank you, seniors. Your day has come. It is my privilege as the principal of this high school to present the first Rockland High School graduates of the 21st century, the class of 2000.
David James Bennett. Jessica Jane Smith. Adam J. Loomis. Matthew Thomas Litola. Jennifer Ann Knox. Brianna Nicole Williams. Nita Helen Wolosik. Matthew Ryan Patterson. Jeremy Michael West.
Taylor John Bach.
Marshall Wallace Andrews.
Jennifer Alexis Toms.
Sarah Elizabeth Diamond.
Katie Anna Wiederman.
Ryan James Swartz.
Rachel Elizabeth McDonald.
Sydney Sidhu.
Serena L. Redino.
Lynn Margaret Hinkle.
Nathaniel Robert Haslett.
Crystal Ann Martin.
Tiffany Nicole Taylor.
Chelsea Martin.
Russell Lee Andrews.
Kenneth Byron Fernandez.
Allison Emily McElhatton.
Thomas James Parisi.
Gabriel William Shumway.
Emily Ann Smith.
Olivia Rivas.
Jessica Marie West.
Katie Marie Hawthorne.
Garrett Brian Okusako.
Evan Souza.
Danae McKim.
Alexis Nicole Duncan.
Angel Teresa Cochran.
Jackson DeMoss.
Julie Ann Brannon.
John V. Kirkwood III.
Jessica Jolene Schroeder.
Ellen Marie Davis.
Dory Lynn Rickard.
Sarah Ellen Blake.
Philip Alexei Radmilovic.
Michael Cody Norton.
Brian John Olson.
Justin Tyler Smith.
Jamie Marie Catherine Walker.
Susanna Michelle Lozano.
Alexander Arthur Lubinsky.
Lauren Elizabeth Siesco.
Justin E. Stanley.
Jeffrey Stephen Cruz.
Deanna Marie Gaylord.
Brooke Noel Priest.
Ryan Matthew Olstad.
Nina Michelle Suzuki.
Andrea Rose Keegan.
Austin Mason Drossard.
Kiara Fortuniano.
Sean Allen Ryan.
Crystal Virginia Padilla.
Chris Sue Thornswad.
Jason E. Shin.
Ian Christopher Morgan.
Derek Ryan Carreo.
Brandon Michael Eaton.
Melissa Ann Dressler.
Adam Michael Van Dusen.
Keenan Keith Elledge.
Andrew Christian Snelzer.
Daniel Ponzo.
Mindy Catherine Owens.
Jade Elizabeth Davis.
Aaron Mace.
Nicholas William Lockett.
Angela Price.
Stanley Scott Bishop.
Billy Snow.
Ryan DeVore.
Jolie Leanne Conant.
Nicole Ogden.
Matthew Jared Felice.
Eamon Fayez Sabra.
Scott Lewis Carroll.
Tammy Elizabeth Montero.
Reed A. Pattison.
Christina Elaine Mitchum.
Cody Michael Pickenpaw.
John Hartman Fight.
Amy Ann Magnuson.
Lisa Michelle Shelley.
Ryan Brett Blankenbiller.
Christine Elizabeth Rossi.
Cynthia Nicole Moss.
Nicole April Williams.
Eric Joseph Bayford.
Catherine Johnson.
Lindsay Nicole Caseman.
Megan Noel Delaney.
Stacy Jacqueline Evans.
Chris Noggle.
Nicholas Paul Emo.
Ginger Lori McCullough.
Bia Kudami.
Bryson David Solomon.
Drew Thomas Shade.
Brandon E. Rouse.
Stephanie Kathleen Anagnos.
April Diane O'Connell.
Corey A. Kroger.
Maria Elena Frost.
Tina Marie Sandridge.
Jenny Ruriko Taketa.
Michael James Eddington.
Nicholas Emmanuel Alonzo.
Courtney Kathleen
Hagen.
Tara Lynn Meggert.
Gregory Ross Schwartz.
Anne-Marie W. Wales.
Tamara Lee Blackburn.
Lacey Suzanne Brown.
Maria Reyes.
Emily Elizabeth Carter.
Joshua Ryan Nitzberg.
Jeremy Michael Dolan.
Sean Paul Mills.
Sarah Lynn Lewis.
Andrea Regina Kaufman.
Vicky Annette Mink.
Sarah Patrice Sandow.
Ryan Michael Sullivan.
Chelsea Cherie Petty.
Jessica Ann Ascoli.
Maria Frizo.
Jeffrey J. Jenkins.
Keith
Carrie Nicole Taylor.
Kate Rebecca Costello.
Jacqueline Marie Stutz.
Shannon Michelle Fleury.
Kira Jane Arnold.
Brandon Bundy.
Chi Mai Nguyen.
Regina Marie Breach.
Daniel John Maxwell.
Brian Richard Peterson.
Matthew Thomas Cohan.
Lena Chop. Lena Chavez Lerma.
Brian Scott Jardine.
Melissa Lee Ita.
Timothy Lee Kircher.
Adam Tiberius Fetterman.
Lindsay Angela Aguilera.
Shannon Michelle Miller.
Jillian Lorena Woods.
Mark Allen Bonham.
Sam Dallas Burgess.
Chad Aaron Spencer.
Jeffrey Richard Monday.
Christopher Michael Colhorst.
Sarah Lee Morris.
Matthew Andrew Severade.
Susan Annette Cooper.
Alana Rose Parker.
Nicole Marie Mays.
Jennifer Lynn Fitzpatrick.
Patrick James McCarrick.
Samantha Nicole York.
Rachel Louise Alvey.
Tara Suzanne Edwards.
Kelly Ray McNaught.
Matthew T. Martinson.
Robert Virgil Massico.
Jennifer Lawson Benatri.
Michelle Marie Shannon.
Bridget Lambra.
Jillian Elizabeth Talbot.
Amanda Rhiannon McCarrick.
DJ Anderson.
Lynn Blumenthal.
Gerardo R. Morales Jr.
Lynn Everton.
Chad Dowdy.
Ryan Jared Jones.
Kevin A. Stockwell.
Shannon Teresa Sue Billy-O'Cannon.
Vanessa Claire Tucker.
Christina Lee Dewey.
Troy Daniel Miller.
Justin Robert Lytle.
Ryan Andrew Armbrust.
James Robert Watson II.
William Joseph Howard.
Larry John Harris III.
Jessica Christine Weedman.
Jesse B. Minnesota.
Matthew T. Mahoney.
Emily Nicole
Melissa Ann Polly.
Timothy Sean Reardon II.
James Robert Whitney.
Jeremy E. Nowland.
Downs.
Dwight Connie Upaha Ikapono Ipara.
Nicole Lacotia.
Corey Allen McDonald.
Leah Aaron Allen.
Ann Gilmore.
Raimundo Salazar Jr.
Mia Kim.
Jennifer Allerton.
Matthew Scanlon.
Melissa Morgan Cook.
Megan Lynn McGrath.
James C. Kay.
Erica Kim Tucker.
Lisa Marie Muto. Joshua Andrew Ewer.
Houston Walker.
Robert Russell Barnes.
Jay Alexis Green.
Rachel B. Rocha.
Rick Lloyd Dexter.
Brandon Michael Coach.
Kimberly Zakat Arau.
Jeffrey Charles B.
Kristen Marie Carlson.
John Robert Massetti.
Robert N. Nelson.
Melinda Allison Wistrom.
Esther Bender.
Charles Anthony Espinosa.
Sandy J. Wilson.
Megan Renee Davis.
Nicholas Thomas Rose.
Yuri Mesquita.
Ryan Jason Irwin.
Heather Marie Lynn.
Andrew Kent Housley.
Melissa Marie Norris.
Kimberly Grace Hill.
Kirsten Noel Lednick.
Aubrey L. Jones.
Kristen Nicole Campbell.
Maria Diane Opsahl.
Allison Michelle Lee.
Kelly Denise Livingston.
Carrie Kirchgessner.
John Curtis Tinker.
Alicia Connie Bogdanovich.
Christine Patricia Wood.
Joshua McGregor Mitchell.
Adam Alberto Urrutia.
Justin Lee Mojette.
Matthew John Rompus.
Matthew Rocco Draga.
John Clayton Cochran.
Michael Ryan Ulian.
Jeffrey Craig Fleury.
Jacob Matthew Poole.
Melinda Elise Donnell.
Stephen Charles Butler.
Jeanette Santiago Husky.
David Diffenderfer.
Lynn McNeese.
Jonathan C. Smith.
Neelish H. Patel.
Barry T. Finlayson.
Thomas James Johnston.
And the final diploma for the class of 2000 goes to Ted Raymond Zer Jr.
The last diploma of the class of 2000 will go to Christopher Donald Hall.
I do. Could I ask him to be seated? That's all. You have exactly the right number? That's all. You have to acknowledge the call in terms of number. Mike needs to stand on it,
Class of 2000, thank you for standing. Having completed the Rockland Unified School District requirements for graduation, it is my privilege to pronounce you graduates of Rockland High School. You may move your tassels.
Celebrate from over here. Please be seated. It is my pleasure to bring to you Mr. Gabe Shumway, President of the senior class.
Well, we did it. Class of 2000 has graduated. However, we did not make it here alone. So we would like to thank everyone who has helped us along our way. Thanks to the people of the community, to the Rockland High School staff, to the teachers for planting a seed. You've changed our lives. Thank you to the administration for all the work that keeps our school running. To Mr. Spears, you are not just our principal, but a mentor, a friend. You will be remembered more than anything. We want to thank our parents, guardians, grandparents, our families. You are the ones that stuck with us and will continue to help us in life. Mr. Spears, could you please come stand next to me?
Be happy to, Gabe.
On behalf of the class of 2000, we'd like to thank you, Mr. Spears, and everyone for the work, the tears, the laughs, the struggles, and the memories Classmates, this is the beginning of a new day. You have been given this day to use as you will. What you do today is important because you are exchanging a day of your life for it. When tomorrow comes, this day will be gone forever. In its place is something that you have left behind. Let it be something good. Rockland, will you remember us? Because we surely will remember you.
As we close this evening's ceremony, we have a little activity that we do, so we ask that the guests this evening remain behind the barriers for a few minutes as we say goodbye to the graduates, and they have their last opportunity to perhaps say goodbye to each other and to their teachers. So, class, that's it. Please remain behind the barriers for a few minutes, please.
like him, inside and outside. Blue his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen, to listen, to listen. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. I'm blue, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die, da-ba-dee, da-ba-die. Blue house with a blue window. Blue is the color of all that I wear. Blue are the streets and all the trees are too. I have a girlfriend and she is so blue. Blue.